Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 442 podcast. I'm Azar Mathani, and as always, I am joined by the wonderful Tommy Sondi.
That's me.
And the stupendous Tony O.
Morning, boys. Nice of you to show up this time, Azar. Welcome back.
I couldn't let you guys go off on your own 2 weeks in a row. Who knows what kind of intro Tommy would have done without me this time.
What language would I have come up with next?
Tell you what, I would pay excellent money to see you do an intro in a language other than Polish or English.
How about Yoruba? Yeah, do it in Yoruba.
What?
In Yoruba, yeah.
All right, give me a week. I'll do some daily lessons, and I'll come back next Monday with the
Good
intro.
Luck. Okay.
Duolingo,
Right.
here we go.
After you do the Yoruba one, you can do one in Urdu too.
I mean, I was gonna say I could probably swing one in French.
No.
But...
Tommy, please. This is a World Cup. Let's get the whole world included. Let's get out of Europe.
I mean, the French are still in it, so it's kind of fitting, right?
Yeah. Been there, done that.
We
Been there, done that?
We could do some Arabic.
Yeah, I don't mind trying that. Hey, let me just download a couple of these apps here, and I'll figure it out.
Tommy's about to spend an entire week on Duolingo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. I used to do that all the time, but yeah.
Really? What language were you learning?
Probably
Spanish.
Polish.
It was Spanish, yeah.
How good is your Spanish now?
I barely remember anything. To be honest, yeah.
Not great.
Hit us with some Spanish, Tommy. Hit us with some Spanish.
Hola, señor.
No habla inglés. Yeah. There we go.
All right, then. I guess you're doing the rest of this in Spanish.
All right, no habla español. There we go. I'll figure that out.
Back to the
Shambolic.
football, please.
All right, back to the other guys. What are we doing
Yeah.
here? We got some World Cup stuff to talk about. Let's get to that.
Yeah. So the quarterfinals happened, and they were fun. They were very, very fun, in my opinion. Where do we want to start, boys?
Start from the beginning. Croatia, Brazil. Right, that was the first quarterfinal, if I'm not mistaken.
It was.
Yeah.
Croatia knocking Brazil out on penalties.
Yeah.
The tournament favorites are now out. Croatia through to the semifinals for the second World Cup in a row.
But what I tell you about those Brazilians, boys, you cannot trust them. Can't trust them. Yeah, the funny thing is, I mean, the round before, they were
I would like to point out that Tony is only talking about the Brazilian national football team, not Brazilians in general.
Yeah, sure. I thought that was, pretty obvious, but hey, I apologize to any Brazilians I might have offended. Yes, I meant the 26 Brazilians representing their country. I don't know, this group, they're just this Neymar generation. The moment things don't go their way, or the moment they get a little bit excited, they just lose a bit of composure, or a lot of composure. We've seen that before very spectacularly. What was that, 2014, when, they had a meltdown in front of the whole world. But they look good against South Korea, maybe too good in the round of 16. They look like they were enjoying themselves. That's the way Brazil need to be. Everything needs to be, the porridge needs to be just right, They're very Goldilocks. The moment you upset them a little bit, yeah, I don't know.
Does this make Croatia the Three Bears?
Yeah, Modric, Brozovic, Kovacic. Those are the three bears right there. Yeah.
What stands out for me from this game is Brazil had it in extra time. They had it completely. They had that goal from Neymar, and all they need to do was just sit back, and ride it.
What a goal! What a goal from Neymar that was too.
Oh, it was absolutely gorgeous. Yeah.
He was shit for the entire game, but that one
Tony
moment,
calling him out. Yeah.
Yeah, that one moment of magic is why you keep him on, right? Do you think Tite's subs kind of contributed to Brazil just absolutely losing all composure after that, because they couldn't keep possession at all. Like when did Neymar score? Right at the end of the first period, right? Of extra
First
time.
period of extra time,
Yeah.
I think.
And it just felt like, I mean, look, Croatia's midfield, that's their strength. You know, it was incredible the way they were able to continuously take the sting out of the game. Those three wise bears that we spoke about earlier were fantastic throughout. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just looking here to see what the subs were. I guess it was Fred that he brought on. Fred and Alexandro he brought on. I don't know. It was just weird.
For me, it's just like that Croatian goal. You have like 6 Brazilian players, maybe 5, maybe just like no one's tracking back. They don't care. You know what I mean? There's no real urgency in the side. Why do we have so many guys up when you're up a goal and you have like 3-4 minutes left in the game? You just sit back. You know what I mean? Just tactically, they lost their heads.
Naive.
Yeah.
It was really naive of Brazil at the end, especially against this Croatia team. If you look back, they haven't lost a game that's gone to extra time or penalties in the last 2 World Cups.
Yep.
Their only loss was to France in the final. These guys are absolute masters of any game that goes beyond 90 minutes. And it was insane. But the moment it went to penalties, you just knew Brazil weren't winning it.
100%. Yeah. Croatia this is their mantra, right? This is what they do. Take it to extra time, take it to penalties, they keep their nerve. Feels like that's all they practice. I mean, definitely the best set of penalties at this World Cup, we would say. We've seen some pretty bad...
Croatia, yeah, they'd be up there.
Yeah, Did anyone miss? Someone must have missed. I can't remember. But
I think they missed one.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But actually, I don't remember them missing. But yeah.
Actually, the only ones that would come close would be, I think,
no
maybe
Croatian missed.
Yeah.
No one missed.
No one missed. Yeah, the very clinical penalties.
You just kill all hope when you do that. But no, for me, it's like when with the Spain game when Spain went out, you can just tell on the players' faces.
Yeah.
Oh, they're scared or they're super nervous or whatever. They're not up for it. And just like with Spain, you knew with Brazil, you could see it on their faces.
It was for me. It was when the camera panned to Neymar in the middle of the penalties, and he was desperately praying, and all I could think of was, "God isn't saving you now.
I mean,
God's on the other side of the field. He's taking a penalty against you."
I mean, if he wanted to do something about it, he should have taken a penalty earlier.
Yeah,
right?
go first.
Yeah,
go first, man.
I thought you had seen center back stepping up before, supposedly. Well,
yeah, what's your guys' theory on PKs? For me, I'm just give your best PK takers first. Let them get in, get the goals. Who cares who's fifth? You know what I mean? Like I hate that strategy.
Your best penalty taker first or third.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would just go the ones who are most likely going to score, put them first. That's like your best penalty taker first, and then second best, put him next. More and more like that. Otherwise, you're just giving responsibility to people who are not comfortable in that situation. But hey, they're out. TJ is gone, which is not surprising. You can't lose as Brazil in the quarterfinals and expect to stay on. So
well, I mean, if you look at Brazil's last few World Cups, I think since they won it in 2002, they've made the semifinals just once.
Oh, really?
Did they even make the semis? I thought they lost in the quarters.
No.
They made it
the
in
semifinals just once.
2014.
When Germany embarrassed them.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a semi. Okay, for some reason that was a quarter. Okay, yeah.
No, that was a semi. Yeah.
Other than that,
last year I think
2006 went out to France.
Yeah.
2010, I can't remember who they went out to.
I can't remember either.
They went out to in 2010.
Who did they lose to in South Africa? No,
I don't think it was Chile. I think they beat Chile. I can't remember. But
did they lose to the Netherlands? No,
I don't know. I can't.
Oh,
remember.
it might have been Netherlands.
because the Netherlands made the final that year, so it could have
Yeah,
been.
it was Netherlands. And 2014, obviously, Germany happens in the semis.
And the last
then
one was
2018, they got knocked
Belgium.
out by Belgium.
Yeah, I remember that game. De Bruyne had one of his special nights. Yeah.
For such a big football nation, they've gone a long time without winning it, and no shortage
a long
of
time
good players.
without making it. For Brazil, they've gone a long time without even making a final.
Yeah,
Like, that's, unfortunately, at this point, the legacy of Neymar's Brazil at the World Cup.
Yep.
you think we'll see him in 4 years?
Nope.
I
Yeah.
If his body holds up, I think we will.
He'll be in the squad for sure. But I don't think they stand a chance of winning until they give the keys to the next generation, to the Rodrigos, the Vinicius Juniors, the Martinellis, like this.
Oh, you skipped over the Antonys, Tony.
Oh Jesus,
You
I can't
you
stand.
Anthony.
I can't stand Anthony. Man, honestly, like
I know you can't, and it provides me with immense entertainment.
It's just didn't he lose the ball for the goal, Anthony? He lost the ball for the goal. I'm pretty sure, and like stupid. Yeah, he's just not a smart player. Sorry, like he. Yeah.
Hey, Tony, you
Yeah.
don't have to apologize. I accept you the way you are.
I'm apologizing for Anthony. I don't accept him the way he is. He's just a big problem on that right hand side. But yeah. Anyway, it was what it is. He's yeah. Good luck to him.
On the flip side, when we're talking about World Cup legacies, everyone's talked about how this could be Messi's World Cup. It could be Luka Modric's World Cup. The man is unbelievable, even at, 37, 38?
Yeah, playing 120 minutes. Yeah,
I tell you, he's up there. Like as far as best ever. Like I
100%.
actually think somehow he's underrated as far as how good he's been.
I agree.
Yeah, I think everyone thinks of Xavi and Iniesta because they were part of that great Spain and Barcelona side, but yeah, Lucas, like he was easily the best player on the field against Brazil, as he has been nearly every game he's played. Like it was his play. He dribbles his way out of pressure and plays that brilliant pass to the wing. I can't remember. I don't think it might have been Perisic who then crossed it for Petkovic, right? Petkovic scored.
Yeah, Petkovic got the goal.
Yeah, he's just He plays the same way he's been playing since he was 21 somehow, which is crazy. Luka.
Yeah, I don't get where he gets the legs or how he still has the legs, but for me, he's.
You can combine that with Brozovic setting distance records every single game.
Yeah.
For me, he's the best midfielder of his generation for sure. Like I would have him over Iniesta, in my opinion.
Never comes off, right? Like always plays the full 2 hours, available to take a penalty if needed. He's just crazy good, Luka. But do you want to move over to the next?
Yeah, the next game that we had on the docket was Netherlands-Argentina, which also went to penalties, and this time Argentina won. Absolutely wild game.
This game was bizarre.
Fucking
Yeah.
chaos.
It was so fun,
so
though.
poorly refereed, but that kind of made it better.
I believe there were 18 yellow cards in this game.
What?
I think there was 17.
Is it
And
17?
then one was
Oh,
a second
one red.
yellow.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
because
yeah.
Denzel Dumfries managed to get himself sent off in the middle of a penalty shootout, which I can't say I've ever seen before.
Oh, that was hilarious. Trying to do some, shit talking or whatever. I don't know what he was complaining about, but
That's a
He
bit.
was following Argentinian players as they were walking
Yeah.
out to take their penalties and shit talking them. So he got his second yellow for that, and
man.
that's why the entire Argentinian group was yelling at the Dutch when they won.
yeah, Messi went over to Van Gaal after, and gave him some shit as well.
Yeah, give the ref some
and he-
shit. Like, he's
Almost got into a fight with Edgar Davids.
Yeah,
Messi.
yeah.
It's hilarious.
Messi is,
That's just hilarious, but
This is so funny.
yeah.
But going to the game, Argentina had a 2-0 lead. They had this game in their pocket. And
Well, they didn't account for Wout Weghorst, did they?
yeah, the Burnley legend himself.
Wout a performance.
Yeah, the only no, don't laugh at that.
I noticed a
Don't
distinct
laugh at
lack
that,
of
Tony.
puns.
Yeah.
I noticed a distinct lack of puns last week. I'm
Yeah.
here to correct that.
Yeah, they're,
The
gotta-
Dutch only
gotta
had.
make up.
Go ahead, Tommy.
No, just say
I-
Zer's got to make up for it. But go, Tony.
There we go. We've acknowledged the pun. All right. The Dutch only had 2 shots on target the entire game, and those were the 2 goals. Like, for all of their, principles of positional play and total football and everyone rotating, just stick it up there with the big man. It's
Lump it to the big man.
Yeah, it's just.
Or, I mean, it was a very nice way to get it to him on that last free kick.
Well, that was. Yeah. That was
ballsy.
Yeah,
that's fucking ballsy.
That's
I
the
love
word
that.
for it. Like, what, 101 minutes on the clock to try that. Like, it's just, you just feel like it's the wrong decision from that spot.
But it's so
Yeah,
good.
like-
But it's so good.
I mean, that's why it works, because you're not supposed to be doing that. You have a free shot at goal, like, you take it, but, yeah, I can't remember. Was it Coop Miners who passed it? Nah, doesn't matter. It was just really brilliant composure, as well from Vergos to score. Because once you've done that, you need to get your shot away, and it's a good finish.
I mean, when you don't have any real free kick specialists in your squad,
Yeah.
I mean, you have to score. It's not a bad option, and no one's expecting it. So I thought it was freaking awesome. But I don't know. Going back to what you said about the Dutch playing long ball, and they're supposed to be playing some sort of total football. Fuck it. If you have to, we have to win somehow. You have to win. I don't care how you do it. Yeah, maybe they should have played the game a bit differently the way they did it, but I don't fault them at all for sticking the big guys up top and hoping for something. They got it in the end, but they just came out short in PKs.
Oh, I don't.
Van Hal is never above sticking it up to the big man.
Yeah.
I enjoy that about him. That and every single press conference he ever does.
Yeah, he's a nutcase right now. I mean,
I fucking love him so much.
look. I mean, you look at Argentina's backline. There's Lisandro Martinez, Nicola Otamendi.
Well, in general, it's not a tall back
Yep.
line. Even if you take Martinez out of it and you put in Otamendi, Romero,
Yeah.
it's not the tallest.
I mean, why
And
not?
Especially when you got someone like Weghorst, who's like 7'8", built like a fucking skyscraper, moves about as well as one too.
I think what was strange is that having equalized, they just stopped doing it. Like,
That was the thing.
Yeah.
They didn't play like that in extra time.
yeah, they let Argentina.
They went back to their whatever their original game plan was of do nothing.
Yeah, they let Argentina calm down, and Argentina ended up rallying towards the end. They created a couple of good chances. I mean, Lautaro Martinez had that shot blocked by Van Dijk, with his force field defending, and I think Enzo hit the post right at the end as well. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, the momentum kind of swung back to Argentina's way. I mean, really, we didn't even speak about Messi's performance. Like, in that, before things went crazy with Vergos, he provided that really special moment for Molina's goal. Like, the little shimmy and through ball.
The little
Beautiful
slide
pass.
pass.
Yeah.
Oh,
The reverse pass was brilliant.
have you seen the overhead angle on that pass?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, so nice.
Slick.
Filthy.
yeah.
Saucy.
The penalty I thought was soft, but it's really, really well executed. Does the little, not quite stutter step, but the slow run up, places it right into the corner. And as we'll discuss later on, it's not easy to take 2 penalties in the same game.
No,
yeah.
it's not.
So really, really ballsy of him to step up first in the shootout, and he set Argentina well on their way. So, yeah.
You know, one of my favorite moments in this game, I think it was Paredes, who comes in late on a challenge and then kicks the ball into the Dutch.
Tell you what, you should get 2 yellow cards for that. That's 2 yellow cards. That's 2 separate offenses.
Oh,
That's
right.
2
Yeah,
yellow
I
cards.
see what you mean.
You can argue just blasting the ball at the bench like that is a red card offense. Like, I know he doesn't hit anyone, but, like, what is he trying to do in that moment?
He almost killed Tyrell Malacia.
Yeah.
We need him.
Yeah. And then Van Dijk comes in.
Yeah.
Just bodies him.
Titan.
My God, that was beautiful.
Titan, yeah.
Yeah, and then little bench brawl. Not a bench brawl, but just.
Look, anything that gets the entire subs bench onto the pitch, all for it.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember? Do you guys remember the 2006 World Cup? I swear Holland won.
Portugal, Netherlands.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The one that had like 4 red cards.
That was one of 4 red cards, 2 each. That was like one of my best ever games. It was 0-0, I think. No one scored, but just the chaos in that
Portugal, game. Didn't Portugal go through in that?
Oh no, you're right.
Either 1-0 or on penalties.
I think Manish scored. Yeah, I think you're right. I think Manish scored for Portugal.
That's a throwback.
Yeah. He played for Chelsea. Man, you have bought everyone. Right?
Yeah, thanks.
It was under Mourinho, right? Because they bought every Portuguese player possible.
I'm sure it was, yeah.
Bring back Paulo Ferreira.
Yeah, we had, I think, Deco as well.
Yeah. But, those were good times. But, yeah, Martinez.
The Dutch love a scrap.
You know this the ref who behind this game, Lajos, he's been
he's not binned off.
He's not reffing
anymore.
Yeah,
he has been binned off for the rest of the World Cup.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's always entertaining. Like in the Champions League, he's just
he's
so much fun.
He makes the entire game about himself, which is a little bit annoying. But God,
is he Spanish? He's Spanish, right?
Yeah, he's Spanish.
Yes. Yeah, he's like the Spanish Mike Dean, basically.
Pretty much.
Yeah, makes everything around him. But I think the shootout was never in doubt, right? Well, actually, for me, it was never in doubt because Martinez,
you'll have to specify which Martinez because Argentina is full of them.
Damien or
the dog himself, yeah.
Yeah, he turns into something else in the shootout.
He's unreal at pens.
Yeah. I think he saved the first 2. Once he saved Van Dijk's penalty, I think there it was pretty much over. When Messi scored, it's like,
And Van Dijk's penalty wasn't terrible.
No,
it wasn't. It was decent shot, just a freaking awesome save.
Yeah.
Martinez is great at shit talking and getting under people's skins, and he backs it up in the PK shootout. So you gotta love the guy for that.
Yeah.
Team of Destiny continues on, and they will be playing Croatia in the semifinals.
Yeah, just don't take it to pens, because
just don't take Croatia to pens.
Yeah.
Beat them in 90. I don't trust anyone playing against Croatia in extra time either.
Mm-hmm.
So that game is tomorrow, 2 p.m. All right, guys, we gotta do it. Predictions, eh? Who wants to go first?
I'm predicting Argentina to win the cup, right? So.
Oh yeah, you guys have both predicted that.
Oh, did we both? Okay, yeah. So there you go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tommy, your prediction for Brazil.
Brazil has.
Your predictions in the last pod were a mess.
They were a mess. But Tony, you got to remember, it was the ones I lost were on PKs.
Yeah, still lost.
It could have went either. PKs could just go in. It could have went either way, and it would have been me looking like, oh wow, amazing predictions. In this case, it's you. Yeah,
we both know that PKs are not a luxury. Okay, it's a mental skill. And the same teams that lose PKs usually lose PKs. We're Nunes. We should know this, right? So yeah, but they weren't disastrous predictions. They just were all wrong. So.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, well, they were. That's true. In this case, though, I'm just gonna go with my heart, and I'm pulling for Messi in Argentina, and I'm not gonna stray away from that. So I definitely think they.
I'm surprised by that. I thought you were going for Modric.
This means Argentina are gonna lose.
Nah, Destiny's stronger than Tommy's.
No,
jinx,
you know what? I haven't really been.
I
My
don't know,
jinx
man.
hasn't been working this World Cup
There
at
is
all. Yeah.
only one thing I fear more than Destiny, and it's Tommy's predictions.
Yeah, but so far there's been nothing that's been really coming back to get me. So.
You mean other than your predictions? Right?
Pardon?
Isn't your jinx the opposite of what you say that happens?
Yeah, but it hasn't been working this whole World Cup. So all I'm saying is anyhow,
that's debatable, but
okay, but anyhow, I'm picking Argentina. I don't even want to bother the score, but yeah, I feel like it'll be a close game.
2-1 Argentina, because they always concede. I'll say that.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah. All right.
But let's move on. The third quarterfinal, and the one that I enjoyed the most. Morocco 1, Portugal 0. We finally have an African team in the semifinals of the World Cup.
Boy, yeah. It's only been how many freaking years, but yeah, I think honestly, when you've seen the way you've seen Morocco throughout this tournament, I is anyone really that surprised? I think no one scored against them. They've only scored against themselves, basically, against Canada. Tell you what, we did something right.
we did good. We did good.
Yeah.
Tell you what, we were competitive in a game against World Cup semi-finalists.
Yeah, we scored against the best defense in the competition. That's got to count for something, right?
In the most difficult group in the whole World Cup.
Yeah, sure. So, well, yeah, two semifinalists.
Two semifinalists.
Yeah.
I think you can make that argument.
It's official.
Mm-hmm.
Group of death.
She got points just for that,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. In all seriousness, how good is Amrabat in their midfield?
Oh my god,
so good. They play.
If I see at the end of this tournament, if I see a team in the tournament without Amrabat in it, we're rioting.
It's nuts. Like, they play a weird system where they play really, really deep, right? But then they still play out from the back. Like, so they're inviting the pressure. They're not stretched. And somehow they manage to pass their way or dribble their way out. It's nuts. But
they play beautiful football.
They do, yeah. Beautiful defensive football. It's weird. But their midfield's been really good. I mean, Hakimi and Ziyech have been good. And that header from El Nesri, I mean, how high was he? Like, for you to beat the keeper in the air with a header when the keeper has the advantage of using his hands is crazy. Like, he was so high. I think it was Ruben Diaz he was jumping beside, right? And, like, his waist was at Ruben Diaz. Like,
let's be real. He wasn't jumping beside Ruben Diaz. He was jumping over Ruben Diaz.
Yeah, he wanted that really badly. I think he's had a bit of a rough season with Sevilla this year, but yeah, he's a really good player. And you look at the Moroccan team, they have a lot of players who were educated, like, in Europe, so they don't have the usual disadvantages that a lot of teams have had in the past, where they're maybe not used to playing against the best players in the world week in, week out. I think, only 14 of the players were born in Morocco?
Yeah, I think a lot of them were born in Spain, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you have Spain. You have Ziyech was born in Holland. Hakimi was born in Spain, right?
Hakimi was born in Spain.
Some are born in France. So, like Buffal, I think was born in France. So, yeah, really excellent. Portugal went with an unchanged lineup, which meant Ramos started ahead of Mr. Su himself. And
Mr. See you later.
Yeah, he's how did you like the fake tears at the end of the game from Ronaldo. Like
I drank them up. They were tasty. They were delicious.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys, brutal.
Yeah.
No, fuck this guy.
Hey, he's not retiring, by the way. He put a post out on social media
no.
saying he's
Is he
still going on.
Not retiring from Portugal.
No, not retiring from Portugal. Like he's still going on.
Not retiring from Portugal, not retiring from Chelsea either. I'm looking forward to it.
Just saying.
Yeah,
Just
when January 1st.
Five World Cups, no knockout round goals.
That's insane.
It's not great, is
But-
it? He had a chance as well. The one right at the end, where his shot was surprisingly tame at the keeper's near post. And Pepe,
Yep.
oh
he
my
and
days.
Pepe both
Oh
had
no,
chances.
that's Pepe's chance was the
You
chance.
have to score that.
Yeah.
You have to score that.
The I can't remember which defender it was, but the Moroccan defender kissing Pepe's
Yeah.
lovely bald head after it.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, like, yeah, for sure, props to Morocco, but I think this is completely on Portuguese coach. What's his name again?
Is this like
How
forget.
can you forget the name of football terrorist Fernando Santos?
Yep.
Exactly right. Honestly, watching Portugal not use their width and their amazing wing backs and their amazing wingers and just play the ball through the middle all the time, it was just so frustrating to watch. Because like they created a fair amount of chances, I would say. Maybe not too many like real goal scoring chances, but they created chances. Like unlike Spain, who did nothing, they at least did something. But they could not use their width. You have freaking Cancelo on your team. You have João Felix. You have Rafael Leo. You have all these amazing guys. Why are they not getting the ball right away on the wings, attacking players? Then you play the ball through the middle. It was so frustrating to watch Portugal play because honestly, they did it themselves. They should have won this game,
I mean,
but they did.
a big part of that is Leao and Cancelo are always on the bench, which is a bit
Yeah,
strange.
why?
Yeah.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, why?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Cancelo's not the best defender, right? I'm sure that's all it's down to. As far as Leao, yeah, I don't know. I mean, Ramos got a hat trick in the last game, so you kind of have to start him.
Well, Ramos starts centrally though.
No, but
Leao starts on the wing.
I'm saying because Ramos starts centrally, you kind of have to leave him there and put Felix wide. Ideally, you'd have Felix starting centrally and Leao wide, but he's never tried that. He didn't try.
Well, I guess before Ramos was starting, Ronaldo was starting.
Yep, that's the
So,
problem.
That was the issue.
Yeah. Yeah, they need someone else because when they only had Ronaldo and a bunch of center backs like Jose Font, Pepe, Diaz, like it made sense. Like Santos made sense. They had Carvalho at the defensive midfield. Just park the bus and give it to Ronaldo, sure. But now they have all this attacking talent. He's not a good fit. He's just not a good fit for them. And I believe he's walked as well. Like a lot of managers have walked after this World Cup. So
Has he?
No, it's not yet.
Not
but
yet?
he will. Not yet.
He
Not
has to.
officially.
he
But
has
like
to. Yeah.
he has to. Yeah.
He's been there for a while now.
Yep. Since
Yeah, they have a squad that can win this World Cup for sure, and it was not utilized well. I was actually really to be honest, I was really looking forward to a France-Portugal semi, but hey,
Boo.
yeah.
Boo.
Yeah.
If you're listening at home, boo this man. Boo. Cheering against Morocco. How dare you?
hey, they beat Canada, so I'm still salty about that.
Nah, we're over that now. We're all behind Morocco now, Tommy. Get on board.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm still happy for them for sure. Still happy for that
You don't
first
sound
African
happy
Yeah, I was
for
gonna
them.
say
You don't
that.
look at all the players dancing with their mums on the pitch. Tell me you're still salty.
Oh, it's fantastic to see that. Was it Hakimi with his mom celebrating too? It's awesome to see. No, that's the beauty of the World Cup, man. Just seeing how much it means to these guys. They
You
get.
heard it here first. Beauty of the World Cup is mums dancing, according to Tommy.
Morocco,
Yeah.
they are definitely the home team, right? Like, have you? Their support
Yes.
in
They're
every
crazy amount of
single
support.
Well,
game has been.
what Morocco have done is, first of all, the coach has brought all the players' families along, so like
Yeah.
their parents and stuff. And what they've also done is, I believe, flights from Morocco to Doha have been subsidized by the Moroccan government, and they've also increased the number of flights there and back, so more fans can make it out to games.
That's fair.
So they've actively gone out of their way to create this environment because they're like, hey, this is accessible for us. Get them over there.
Yeah, right from the get-go, they've had a lot of support. To be fair, actually, I feel like a lot of the Asian and African teams have been really well supported at this tournament. Except
Yep, they have been.
the hosts. Funny enough, their support was pretty weak at the tournament. But I won't go too much into that. But yeah, Morocco definitely the people's champions, should I say? That's who everyone's rooting for. So yeah, good luck to them. They have a really tough game against the French, who we'll be talking about next. But hey, who knows?
God, I hope they win. Like, it's a long shot for them to beat France, but God, it would be so nice if they did.
I really feel like France are the worst most possible matchup for them.
It's
yeah,
awful.
Just because they like to sit deep, and that's Giroud territory. So yeah, we'll see what they do. But sitting deep against Mbappe, Giroud it's gonna be interesting. We'll see if they can find their way up the field as they have done in every game. But since we've hinted at who our last semi-finalist is, do we want to jump into the last quarterfinal?
Yep. Well, I guess it's coming home. And by it, I mean the England team, because they lost 2-1 to France.
No, they'll stop at the beach before they head back to England.
Tell you what I really enjoy. What is coming home with them is apparently a stray cat that they befriended at their hotel.
Okay.
And I just have to say, I feel very sorry for this cat going from like the lovely warm Doha to freezing cold, miserable England.
Who's
did they actually?
This cat was living at a 5-star hotel. No, genuinely, like
They kidnapped the
I've
cat?
already Googled this. I think so.
You can't do that. You can't just take a cat from its home. What the hell?
Yeah, they adopted a stray cat. His name is Dave. Dave the cat is coming back with them.
So would this Southgate keep him? Like, what's going on? This is his parting gift? Is that what they took him?
Free Dave. Free Dave. We need to get the movement started. Free Dave. Yeah, come on. This is not right. Can't just.
He has been adopted by Kyle Walker and John Stones.
Okay.
I'm really trying not to make another colonizing joke here, but okay.
Nope, go ahead.
Nope. Poor guy, man.
Oh, can Dave the cat take a penalty?
I mean, Jesus. Harry Kane. Oh my days. Yeah, it's this game was weird because England played really well. I have to say, considering the quality of the opposition, I felt like they were
The
dominant.
better team?
Well, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I would-
don't. That seems to be the narrative. They're the better team. They didn't score in open play in the entire game. They had one or two clear-cut chances. I mean, they were the more dominant team, right? For sure, they were the more dominant team. I feel like first of all, I think the first goal should have been disallowed. I think Saka is fouled. My
For
thoughts.
100%. Yeah.
He is ref different. So it's just some players that are ref differently. He's ref differently. He takes a beating every game, and refs seem to think it's okay. But Pickford should save that, right? Or do we just think he doesn't have?
Hey man, he's
Just-
got tiny arms.
tiny arms,
There's
okay.
only so much he can do.
Yeah,
It's a good shot too.
It's a great shot.
I don't really blame Pickford that much on that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I always, when those shots go in like that, I always kind of have to look at the goalie. I love the coverage saying that Bellingham's mistake was opening his legs as he was trying to close down Tchouaméni. It's like, okay, you know, you kind of have to run when you're trying to get to someone. Like, sometimes a great goal is a great goal. But if anything, I think the mistake was they were too fixated on Mbappe, right? Like, 3 players went with Mbappe and left Tchouaméni open when Griezmann laid it off. So, hey.
It's hard not to focus on Mbappe, I guess.
Yeah. But their response was really
Best
good.
player in the world and all that.
Yeah. He's had a ridiculous tournament. It's the first time
They
I think
did
he's
keep
been
him quiet, though.
Yeah. They kept him quiet. Just forgot everyone else. But, yeah, I think Kane should have scored earlier when Saka put him through. I feel like Kane 4 years ago gets there quicker. Lifts it over Lloris. And, yeah, I don't know. That penalty shot in the first half, is that conclusively outside the box, do you guys think? You know the one I'm talking about?
I thought, I thought so.
Okay.
I thought it was, and that's why. Well, I mean, like looking at it the first time, I was like, oh yeah, like that. It was a foul for sure, and the fact that they didn't check, or did they check him, or if they checked or not?
They checked.
They just, okay.
They definitely checked.
And and then they realized that it's outside the box. For me, they look 100% initial contact was outside the box for me.
But it's not initial contact; it's final contact, though. That's the thing with the foul. It's if you keep fouling them onto the line, like it's still I don't know. I feel like it could have been. Look, if they don't give it, whatever. I mean, England had 2 penalties in this game. They can't really complain too much. Yeah, I think no doubt about the one on Saka. Yeah. Giroud.
You know what sucked for England was, like you said, Tony, Saka was getting hit a lot this game, and honestly, he was terrorizing the right side. Like Hernandez could not deal with him.
Yeah.
And honestly, like there's been a lot of talk about, well, why take Saka out? He was hobbling.
He was.
You know what I mean?
He was.
And probably one of England's best players. It's unfortunate. If he was able to stay in, maybe they could have got a different result. But it was too bad that they had to take him out. But it was the right call because he definitely wasn't 100% fit at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I might have been tempted to leave him out there a bit longer, even though, because he was still causing them some. Because it almost emotionally gives you a lift when someone who's been beating you up, just, you see him go off the field. Sterling, I don't know, man. Yeah. Like, he just doesn't.
I don't like it. I didn't like it at all.
Yeah.
Especially considering all the stuff that had happened
yeah.
With the break-in into his place, and he just rejoined the squad.
He's not trained, right? Like, I don't remember seeing Sterling. I don't remember him doing anything. It's not even, like, we can be critical of Sterling's performances in general, but in this game, like, he just never got into it. Right, like
no, this game, like bringing him on, I think is on Southgate.
Yeah,
not on Sterling.
100%.
It's not Sterling's fault he hasn't trained.
Yeah,
it's not Sterling's fault he's been brought on into this situation.
Yeah,
like Southgate knows the situation. I know Southgate trusts the player, and he has every right to trust the player because Sterling has delivered for England in the past. But you have to balance the trust you have in the player with the actual situation.
Yeah,
and I don't think Southgate did a good job of that. I also didn't like how he waited until the 85th minute to bring on Rashford.
Oh, that was chasing infuriating.
All his subs were a mess.
He's your top scorer for the tournament with Saka.
Yeah.
If you, I understand not starting him because if England's because you want Foden and Saka, I have no issues with that. But if you have to take off Saka and he's hurt, why not bring on Rashford there?
I agree.
I hate that Jack's coming on at 90th. What is it? 90th minute he came on.
The most pointless sub.
Stupid sub. It makes no sense.
I'm sorry, Grealish. He doesn't contribute anything. He's there purely because of hype. as far as getting the minutes he gets, because I can't remember Sterling ever doing anything for England. For the amount of love he gets, doesn't score, doesn't create. He wins a couple of free kicks.
Wait,
That's
Sterling?
Wait, you
sorry,
mean Grealish?
Grealish. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Grealish,
okay.
Yeah. My mind was still on Sterling, but yeah, Grealish. He just, for the amount of loving he gets. I have this theory that both he and Declan Rice, they get a lot of the hype they get is because of their Irish lineage. And I feel like there was a campaign when they were kids to get them to play for England because they were both eligible to play for Ireland. And that hype's just never gone away because the hype doesn't match the performances for me. But, hey, let's, you guys have your Giroud moment. Go ahead. Yeah. Wax lyrical. Yeah. I'll just go on mute for a few minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was going to make that sound.
I did. Yeah.
Oh, Big Sexy does it again.
Giroud to win it, like it's so fitting. It comes off Maguire's shoulder. I mean, he couldn't do anything about it. You can't blame Maguire, but unfortunately, it does come off him. That leads to the goal or going to the corner. But yeah, no, Giroud was. He had a few moments where he has some opportunities, and you just take the one you need, and that's him. Like, what a
if you let Giroud run free on the box for a header, like odds are he's gonna score. He's very good in the air.
I genuinely think if there's one thing Giroud's the best in the world at, it's that near post run. He's always been so good. I don't know why strikers don't do that more often. He gets to the
I
defenders.
will be clipping Tony saying that Giroud is the best in the world.
Yeah, it's not.
I will be clipping that. I will be using that. It will be out of context.
Yeah, that's fine. People know me. They know that Giroud and I, we don't mix. No. The funny thing is that
Giroud and everyone mixes.
No, not me. Funny thing is, right before that, he misses such an easy chance. He side puts it straight down the middle,
yeah.
like a minute.
Because it would be too easy. Tony, he knows. He knows what's coming. He knows it will be too easy.
Did you see his celebration? He didn't know what was coming. He seemed more surprised than anyone else.
Deep down.
Deep down. Yeah.
In his soul, in his loins, he knew.
He was lucky to get the second chance to create that Maguire own goal. But yeah.
Speaking of second chances, yeah, Kane gets a second PK.
Yeah.
Should he be taking that, guys? I don't think so. I don't think he should take 2 PKs in like the 90-minute game because too much on your mind, man. Do I go to the same spot? Does he think I'm going to the same spot?
I think you have to trust Kane.
I think
if you don't let Kane take that penalty and someone else misses, hell to pay. Like everything is gonna be on fire then. I think Kane has to take that penalty. It's unfortunate that it's against his club goalie as well, who probably knows his patterns.
You thought too much, because I think he knows that Lloris. I was surprised it went the same way, because I think he knows, because that's his favorite side, right? So he knows that Lloris. I guess he figured Lloris would go that way. I just wanted to make absolutely sure, but I thought he was gonna go straight down the middle. Honestly,
that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, but to sky it like that, I mean, that's very. Who was it that David Beckham did that against? Do you remember?
Portugal, I think.
Might have been, yeah, where he just ball went out of the stadium. That's what it felt like. It's just a terrible, terrible penalty. And I mean, that was it really. Rashford came really close, by the way, right at the end.
That free kick at the end.
If it was just 2 yards back, it was too close for Rashford. It was just 2 yards further back. That's more his distance, as he loves that knuckleball. But yeah, unfortunately, I mean, this one's on. For all of Southgate's terrible subs, and they were terrible subs, it comes down to moments. You need to be ruthless when you get those chances. Kane has to score. And or at least hit the target. But yeah, they're out, and France live on a little bit. They probably the favorite. Well, definitely the favorites.
They are
now.
the favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And
I mean,
they go on to face Morocco.
they've got Morocco.
The people's
Well,
champions.
I'm just saying, Morocco
world
are taking out the colonizers one by one.
Yep. Spain. Who did they take out? Portugal. Yeah.
Portugal.
Just missed out on England, but France would do, right?
They were going to get one or the other.
Yeah. What's your prediction, guess?
Hard to. It's very hard not to see France winning this game, but they haven't been completely, defensively. They're still not great. So I do give. I think Morocco, like you said, they play out from the back very well. They can slice through, like you said, they slice through Portugal multiple times. I think they can do that against France. But I don't think France is going to play like Portugal did, and they will utilize their best players, and that's why it's going to be hard for me to see Morocco keeping a clean sheet in this game. If they can't keep a clean sheet, then I can't see them getting through. So I'm going to say France probably like 2-0, something like that.
Yeah.
I'll go with my heart. Morocco, 2-1. I don't think they'll keep a clean sheet against France, but I don't know. They've been finding a way.
You think they're gonna score twice? Oof, that's it's ambitious. But
look, I gotta go with my heart on this one.
Okay. I am very pro France at the World Cup. They're my World Cup team. They always have been. So I'm going my heart and my head here. Sorry, guys. I'm going 2-0 France as well. I think. Yeah. Yeah.
The boos have gotten quieter.
The
African.
one African on the podcast rooting against Africa.
Hey, listen.
Ridiculous
We've had
ridiculous behavior.
No, first of all, there are 2 African teams left at this World Cup. They're facing each other, and I'm predicting that France will go through. So that's first of all. And second of all, we finally had our African team in the semifinals. So but I would like Nigeria to be the ones to actually lift the cup for the first time. I'd be amazed if it happens in my lifetime, but I can dream. So that's all. Yeah.
Can't believe you've chosen against Morocco. I mean, I can believe it is probably the sensible thing to do, but can't believe it. But it's understandable to want to see Giroud in a final again.
Yeah, my heart has not been good at predicting things. I said Canada were gonna win the group, so since then.
The thing is, I predicted them to finish third in the group, and then you convinced me to put them up to second.
There you go.
So your heart led me astray too.
So lesson learned: never follow your heart.
Never follow Tony's heart.
Okay. Sure.
Follow my own.
Yeah, let your own heart lead you astray. Go.
Exactly. Yeah. If anyone's gonna fuck me up, it should be myself.
There you go.
But I think that was just about everything we had to cover today. Please follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and I believe TikTok now. Is that up and running yet? Was I in charge of getting it up and running?
That's the question for
Tom.
Tom.
I forget to get it up and running.
Yeah, it's there.
It's there. Oh, yeah. So follow it
exactly,
at 442. Yeah. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Toss us the likes and the reviews and all that lovely, lovely stuff. All that's left to say is thank you for joining me, Tommy.
Let us know how much you hate Uzer's puns. Comment on how much you hate Uzer's puns. Let us know.
Please do.
Yes.
Or
fuel my fire. Fuel me. Give me strength.
The lack of puns in this podcast.
Exactly. Let me know if you want more. Yeah. I can increase the number of puns.
I think people
holding
want
back,
more.
if anything.
People want more, is there? Like, I was disappointed that I think you only put out one today. It was that vote vigorous one pun, That's it. Like, come on.
I had to ease you boys back in after a week of no puns.
When you miss a week, you got to come up hitting and swinging, man. Like,
I do Giroud the puns I miss, but
All right, well,
it's too late.
I'm glad you got another one in there.
A little one at the end for you.
I quite enjoyed the pun-free podcast, but
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tony has no heart.
Tony, no heart. Trash can for a heart, Tony.
painted after Canada. Canada stepped on it, spat on it, threw it away. So, yeah. It's locked up in a safe place. Yeah, so no puns. Yeah.
All I'm hearing is more puns.
No puns.
Thank you for joining me, Tony.
Please comment on how much you don't want any puns so that, we can have more content like this. I definitely enjoyed this podcast. Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.